Let me ask you something honest. You have been in your industry for years, maybe a decade. You have sat in boardrooms, solved problems, led teams, managed teams. You know things that other people are paying consultants serious money to figure out. But the moment someone asks you, what do you charge? Something weird happens inside you. Have you noticed? Your stomach drops. You say a number that's way too low, or you stall, or you say it depends, and hope they stop asking. I call this the pricing freeze. And if you've ever felt it, you're not alone. You are not broken. You are not bad at business. You have just never been taught how to price like a professional. Nobody teaches this in your MBA. Believe me, nobody covers this in your professional certifications. And every pricing article on the internet tells you to charge your worth without ever telling you what that actually means. Before this video ends, I'm going to give you a framework that will change the way you look at your price forever. Not a mindset pep talk, an actual method. One that 4 of my King's Code clients used to go from paralyzed to profitable. So what am I asking? Stay with me. So back in 2013, that's where my story started. I paid 150,000 Ugandan shillings. That's about $100. To attend a business breakfast in Kampala, Uganda, my city. I was a university student studying statistics. I was the only student in that room. Everybody else was a businessman, an executive, a professional. The speaker was Dr. Miles Monroe. Yeah. And one thing he said that morning rewired something in my brain. He said the wealthiest place in the world is the cemetery, because buried there are businesses that were never started, books that were never written, and inventions that were never built. I left that room knowing I was called not for the numbers, but for lives. That $100 changed my life. But what I didn't know then, what took me years to figure out, is that there is a massive difference between knowing what you are called to do, or you call it your purpose, and knowing how to price what you do. See, that gap, that's what we are closing today in this video. Because here's what's really happening when you freeze on your price. Most professionals were either in school or through culture that money is a reward at the end of the process. So work hard, get promoted, receive the salary they decide to give you. The price was never your decision. Someone else priced your value for 10, 15, 20 years. So when you step outside that structure and someone asks you to name your price, your brain short circuits because you never had that permission before. The awkwardness isn't about your offer. It's about your relationship with being the one who sets the price. Now, let me give you 3 wrong things most professionals do when they finally try to set a price. Number 1, the Google method. They search how much should a financial consultant charge. They find a random article, pick the middle number and call it done. The problem with that number has nothing to do with their expertise, their client, and their outcome. Number 2, the cheap sympathy price. They think, I'm just starting, let me make it affordable. So they price low to avoid rejection. But low prices attract the wrong clients and repels the right ones. You can't build confidence on a foundation of undercharging. Number 3, the blank mind. They open their mouth to say a number and completely go silent. The pricing freeze in real time. Now, you might be thinking, oh, Coach Richard, so what's the right way? That's exactly what I'm going to show you. But let me first tell you about Rose. Rose, CPA, over 18 years of experience as a financial executive, director of finance, overseeing strategy across the US headquarters and multiple country programs. She's managed complex donor-funded portfolios across international NGOs. She holds an MBA in strategic management. By any standard, she is a financial expert at the very top of her field. But when she came to my King's Code Premium coaching program, we started working on her offer. She hit that freeze, by the way, because for 18 years, her employer had put a number on her. She had never priced her own. So we walked through a specific process, and guess what? I'll show you the exact process in just a minute. And so launched the Financial Reporting Clarity Insight program, a structured, offer helping nonprofit leaders get board-ready, donor-ready financial reports. I'll come back to those, but first, let me show you the framework. If you don't mind, I want you to write this down. This is serious. I call this the 3-layer pricing method, and it comes directly from my 2-phase offer builder for busy professionals. The same methodology that has helped professionals across Africa and beyond go from frozen to fully booked. Right. So layer number 1, price the transformation, not the time. People do not pay for your hours. They pay for the results your hours produce. Think about it this way. If you go to a doctor and they diagnose a serious condition in 15 minutes, you don't tell them, I'm only paying for 15 minutes of work. You pay for what the diagnosis is worth to your life. Your offer is the same. Rose's offer doesn't sell 4 hours of financial review. It sells board-ready financial reporting that won't embarrass you in front of your donors. That's a transformation. That's what gets priced. Layer number 2, calculate the cost of the problem. Here's a principle I learned the hard way. The best pricing compass is not what you think your service is worth. It is what it costs the client to not have your solution. If a non-profit submits a financial report that fails donor review, they lose funding, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. Rose's offer might be $3,000 or $5,000. Compare that to the cost of losing $200,000 grant. That's not a price. That's a bargain. Layer number 3, price for access, not just content. Here's what most people miss. They think adding more slides, more modules, more PDFs justifies a higher price. Wrong. What people actually pay more is for access. Access to you, access to your thinking, access to your guidance when they get stuck. A $297 offer gives them a course. A $2,000 offer gives them you in a group. A $5,000 offer gives them you in their corner. The price goes up not because the content multiplies, but because the access deepens. Now, there's this client of mine, Catherine Mahome, CEO and founder of AssureLink Insurance Brokers, co-founder of the African Insurance Women Association, holds the FCII, the highest professional qualification in insurance. When Catherine came to King's Court, she didn't know how to separate her identity as a CEO from identity as a coach. We applied the 3-layer method. She priced her transformation, not her resume. And she launched the Insurance Leadership Accelerator. And her offer now speaks directly to insurance professionals who want to lead, not just survive in the industry. Then there is Ruth Wangui, CPA, CPHR, HR manager. Ruth's pricing fear wasn't numbers, it was identity. She kept asking, who am I to charge someone for this? And that's one of the most dangerous questions a professional can ask themselves. Because the real question isn't who you are to charge. The real question is, what does it cost someone not to have your pricing is not about your confidence level. It's about the value your client receives. So earlier I promised you the framework that changed how 4 of my clients price their offers. Just received 3-layer pricing method, but let me close the loop on Rose. After working through the 3 layers, pricing her transformation, calculating the cost of the problem, and building access into her offer, Rose didn't just pick a number. She understood why that number was the right one. She stopped apologizing for her price. She stopped second-guessing herself in conversations. She started presenting her offer with the calm confidence of someone who knows exactly what they deliver. That is what I want for you. Not just a higher number, a grounded reason behind that number. So let's bring it all together. The 3 layers again. Layer number 1, price the transformation, not the time. What changes in your client's life, business, career, or organization because of your offer? Layer number 2, calculate the cost of the problem. What is it costing them right now to not have your solution? Layer number 3, price for access, because what justifies premium pricing is not more content, it is more of you. Do those 3 things and the pricing freeze melts immediately. You'll never again stammer when someone asks your rate. Now, if you are a professional sitting on years of expertise and you know it's time to turn that into an offer, but you're still not sure where to begin? That's exactly what my 5-day offer challenge was built for. Go to the link in the description right now and book a free clarity call with me. We will look at your background, identify your sellable expertise, and map out what your first or next offer should look like. And if this video gave you clarity today, share it with a professional who's been sitting on their expertise too long. They need to hear this. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I'm Coach Richard. This is Beyond Office, where your career becomes your capital. I will see you in the next one.